Hey, this is your next door neighbor. I'm here with another episode. This will be part 3 of proof that the Bible is real. Okay? If you looked at part 1, you saw that the Bible did the impossible in that it gave so many predictions about one person, which science studied. Someone that was a chairman of astronomy, mathematics, and engineering did a study of probability and said it was virtually impossible for the Bible to make predictions, and it did it. So you can go to part 1 to find out about that. Part 2, we saw that the Bible did a prophecy that dated over 1,000 years. So that was part 2. So now we're at part 3. We're going to elaborate more on some of the things that was in part 1 and part 2, actually mostly in part 2, and we're going to try to see if it's really true. It's going to help elaborate on it. Okay?
Listen to me now.
Okay. We continue and we notice that another beast came up. Now, the second beast was like a bear. It says that he was raised up on one side. It says that he had 3 ribs in his teeth. And they said, "Arise, devour much flesh." Now, if we know that the first beast was Babylon, the second beast would have to be Medes and Persia. But here they said that it was leaning on one side. It was raised on one side. What does that mean? Well, as we study, we find out that one side, you heard Medes and Persians, it was 2 different people. And apparently, the Persians were more powerful than the Medes. Here's another thing that it mentioned. It mentioned that there were 3 ribs in his mouth. The 3 ribs represent the 3 major conquests that they had, which was Lydia, Egypt, and Babylon. Now, the next beast that he saw was like a leopard. And on his back, it actually had 4 wings. Now, what do you think that means? And the beast had 4 heads. What do you think that means? And dominion was given to it. If we start from the foundation, which was in Daniel 2, where we knew that after Media-Persia came Greece, then it shouldn't be a problem for you to realize that the leopard was Greece. Now, notice it said it had 4 wings. Now, that suggests swiftness, as we know before. So that means that this nation must have taken over very quickly. And there's no question that Alexander the Great took over these nations and had power very quickly. Now, after he dies, guess what happened? It broke up into 4 different divisions or kingdoms. Now, 4 different divisions. This happened, if you look at my previous videos, you would have seen that it was from 331 BC to 166 BC. How would Daniel have known? He just had a dream. Well, it did happen that way. If you check history, you'll know that the 4 divisions were headed by Ptolemy, which starts with a P. So you could look for that. PT. I believe that's how that starts. We had Cassander. We had Seleucus or Seleucus, however they say it. And then there was Lysimachus. So the 4 divisions it broke up into. Now that is exciting. I tell you, it's amazing. Now stay tuned because there's more to come because that last beast, that is something to look into. Now we're talking about this 4th beast. Let me tell you something. This 4th beast, you need to know about. When I think about it, my chest hurts because it's getting into our area and our time. Really, it is. It's coming into history that affects us. So listen to this. For this beast, I don't even want to just say it. I want to read it, okay? I saw in a night vision, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and broke into pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it. And it had 10 horns. Let's stop right there for a moment. So let's just break this down. Okay. First of all, it says that this beast was dreadful and terrible. We said that it was strong exceedingly, and it had great, what does that say? Great strong teeth. It had iron teeth. Further, it says, and it devoured and broke to pieces and stamped out the residue. What do you think that's pretty much saying based on your understanding of what we had discussed before? You see, the Bible is not about any private interpretation, but based on the symbols and everything you have available to you, you understand, number one, it was a beast. We understand that the beast had to be a nation. There's no question about it. Each beast was a nation. This is a nation. We already have the order. So what nation does it start out to be? It's no question that it had to be Rome. It has to do something with Rome. Okay? Now, they said it was dreadful. And then it says something that was significant that we had talked about before. It said, and it had 10 horns. Uh-oh.
Listen to me now.